Good morning to everyone. In the last lecture, we had started chapter number 2, linear equations. In this chapter, we had discussed about what is an expression and what is an equation. What is the difference between that two? And then we had discussed about the solution of that equation. How can we solve that equation? By comparing the left hand side called LHS and RHS right hand side. Clear? So some students which are poor in mathematics may think that why we are studying this mathematics and why we are doing these equations and simplification and so things. So in practical case, these all are useful. These all are used in the solution of some practical applications. To solve some actual problems, we can use the mathematics in daily life. So in actually, these mathematics are already in use. So today we will discuss about such type of topic, linear equations. So where the linear equations are used. So today we will discuss about some applications of the linear equation. Application means usage of that equation or usage of that theory. How can we solve, how can we form the equation, and how can we solve that? Clear? So let me start from the example number 5. The example number 5 is what should be added to twice the number minus 7 upon 3 to get 7 3 by 7. Now understand the question first. To solve any problem, we have to understand the question first very clearly. This is the half solution of the given question, half solution. So here our question is, we have to find a number. That number gives the result 3 by 7 in addition with twice of this number. So let me consider suppose the number is x. We don't know what is x. This is our question. We have to find this number. What is x? Now, according to question, here the mathematical process is addition. Operation we should perform, that is addition. So let me form an equation. So we have to put here the sign of equals to first, that is must for an equation. Now what is our result? To get 3 by 7, that means the result is 3 upon 7. Right hand side, RHS of the given equation is 3 upon 7. Clear? Now what is LHS, left hand side? So there is the addition of two things, x, which is unknown number, plus twice the rational number minus 7 upon 3. Twice the given rational number minus 7 upon 3. Is it clear? What should be added? What should be added? 2. Now listen, 2, it means with this twice the rational number 7 upon 3. So twice the given number 7 upon 3 to get 3 by 7. To get means the result is 3 upon 7. So you have to know how the equation can be readed. How can we read this equation? So this is the process of a sentence is converted into an equation. And if we know how can we convert a sentence into its equation, we can solve much problems, much practical applications of this equation. Now it is very simple. We had done the solution of x in exercise number 2.1. So it is very simple, but the main thing to solve any application is the conversion of sentence into its equation. This is most important process. So you have to interpret the given sentence clearly. Now let me solve this. So here the multiplication is x, let I take minus plus minus, 2 sevens are 14 by 3 equals to 3 by 7. Now to make x common or x alone in left hand side, we have to add 3 by 14, 14 by 3 on both sides. Here plus 3 by 14 and minus 3 by 14 became 0. So here x remain alone. In right side 3 by 7 plus 14 by 3, here what is LCM? 21 and 3 3s are 9 plus 98. What is this addition? 107 divided by 21. Divided by 21. We don't get any exact number. So this is also a rational number. If we simplify this, we get this answer in 5 point something, 5.2 or something. Clear? So let me make this answer as it is. So the value x is, we have to write like this, x equals to 107 by 21 is your answer. Clear? So we should add 107 by 21 to twice the rational number minus 7 by 3, we get 3 by 7. So the solution of given problem is this. Now this is a simple equation. Let me simplify more examples. Now example number 6 is the practical application. What we have to find, first of all, the question is the perimeter of rectangle is 13 centimeter. The perimeter of a rectangle is 13 centimeter and its width is 2 and 3 by 4 complete 3 by 4 centimeter. Find the length of given equation. So what we have to find? We have to find the length of the given rectangle. Now this is the practical application of the given equation. How can we find the length of the rectangle? We know that the perimeter equation of perimeter of an rectangle, the perimeter P of rectangle can be find by using this equation. P equals to 2 times length L plus breadth B, where the given data as, what are the data are given? So the perimeter is given, that is 13 centimeter. The width is given here, width is denoted by B, is given that to complete 3 by 4. Let me make it in single ratio. This is mixed fraction, so let me convert it in simple single fraction. 4 to the 8 plus 3, 11 by 4 centimeter. Now what we have to find? Length. This is our question. So how can we find this? Simple. Now equation is formed. Equation is formed. So by placing all values, we can find the value of unknown, that is variable. So put the values only and do the simplification. P is 13, 2 times, what is L? This is our question here. Variable is L. In the last question, variable is X. So in the solution, we had find the value of X. In this equation, we will find the value of L. L plus B is 11 by 4. Now, how can we solve? Let I divide by 2 on both sides. We get 13 by 2 equals to L plus 11 by 4. Now, to make L alone, we have to subtract 11 by 4 on both sides. Here, minus 11 by 4 plus 11 by 4 gives 0. So L remains alone. Now here 13 by 2. So the LCM is 4. And here 13 to the 26 minus 11. So L is 15 by 4 is your L. So the solution of given equation is 15 by 4. We can write this in mixed fraction also as 4 3s are 12. So 3 complete plus 3. So 3 complete 3 by 4 centimeter. So here both format of L is same. This format as well as this format, both format is same, and both is the answer of the given problem. Clear? So this is the practical application. Sometimes if we know the perimeter of a given carpet or a land or a house, then if one perimeter is known, sometimes either length or width, so we can find the second parameter, second unknown thing can be find by using an equation. Clear? So let me move example number 7. Example number 7 is the present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times the present age of Sahil. After 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. Find their present ages. Now, how can we simplify this? Now, we will use only some given data to solve some kind of problems. Example number 7. The present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times the present age of Sahil. Now, first of all, if we guess the two ages, like the age of Sahil is, suppose, X, and if we guess the age of Sahil's mother is Y, then what happened? The equation became multiple variable. Equation will contain the multiple variable X and Y, and the solution is difficult. We have to find both the solutions to find the value of X, as well as we will find the value of Y also. So such type of equation is very or somehow difficult to solve. But let we understand the sentence again. Is that relation between Sahil's age and Sahil's mother's age? Is there any relation between that? Let me understand again. The present age of Sahil's mother. So, the present age became very simple. Now let me simplify this and we get the answer of X, and that will give the solution of this both answers. So X plus 5, let me open this bracket. What happened here? We know that this is the addition, so sign does not change. Here X plus 5 plus 3x plus 5 gives 66. X plus 3x gives 4x, and 5 plus 5 gives 10 equals to 66. Now let me subtract 10 on both sides. 4x equals to 66 minus 10 on both sides. We get here 56. Here 4x. So x equals to, let me divide by 4 on both sides. 56 divided by 4. Here 4 will be cancelled. X remains alone. Now 4 14 4 is 56. So the result X equals to 14. So you should do like this. You should do this box on the answer, because sometimes such type of equation can make you difficult to get the exact answer what is our value of X. Now we can write the value of both the things. So we can say the age, you have to add the present sentence. Present age of Sahil equals to X equals to 14. Here there is no any unit, so we don't need to write any unit. Whether we can write years also. Here the answer contains 66 years, so we have to write here years. And the present age of Sahil's mother equals to 3x. So what is 3x? 3 into 14? 42 years. Clear? Clear? So clear? So this is the answer of the given problem. So we can simplify a practical problem. This is the practical problem. How we can find, how we can guess the age of any person. So we can find it by using an equation. We can solve that. These type of problems are very important for future in standard 9, 10 as well as in government examinations also. This topic is very important to solve much problems. Now question number 8. Example number 8. Now example number 8 is somehow simple. Similar example will take in example number 11. Right now example 8 you will do it by yourself at home. Example number 9, it is also so simple. Let me give a hint. Let us understand about a hint of this. Here the sum of 3 consecutive multiples means continue multiples. Here the sum of 3 consecutive multiples, consecutive means continuous, like let me take the multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 are 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12. So these are the multiples of 2. Clear? And these 3 are called consecutive multiples of 2. These any 2, these are called consecutive multiples. These also 4 are consecutive multiples of 2. But not we can consider like that 2 6 and 10 then 12. These are not consecutive multiples. Clear? So consecutive means the continuous multiple of any number. Here the question, in the question the value is 11. So we know that the multiples of 11 are 11, 22, 33, 44, 55 and so on. That means the difference between any two consecutive multiple is the number itself. Here the difference between these two number is 11. Here the difference between these two multiple is 11. That means to get next number we have to add 11 in the previous number. If I add 44 plus 11 we get 55. That is the next multiple of the given number. This is correct for all numbers. Clear? So here the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11, we don't know which 3 numbers are asked, like 33, 44 and 55, 44, 55 and 66, or 22, 33 and 44. We don't know which 3 multiples are asked. Clear? But we know that the sum of the given addition of given multiples is 363. So find these multiples. That means let me guess the any multiple is x. So what is the next multiple? That is x plus 11. As we know that if we add 11 in the previous multiple, we get next multiple. So the given or starting multiple is suppose 11, sorry x. Then the next multiple is x plus 11. And what is the next multiple after this? X plus 11 is this multiple, and to get the next we have to add 11 again to get next one. That means total addition is 22. Clear? So these are the three consecutive multiples, and addition of these three is 363. This is an equation. You can solve it by yourself. Clear? This is very simple equation. Do the addition and subtraction. You will get the answer of x. Clear? Now the same way, example number 10 contains the difference between two whole number is 66. You can guess a whole number like x. The difference between two whole number is 66. The ratio of the two numbers is 2:5. What are the two numbers? So let me simplify in short. Here we don't know which are two numbers, but here the ratio of given numbers is 2/5. Here example number 10, the ratio of two number is 2/5. We don't know what is that number. So 2/5, that means what? Let I take 5/6. So similarly I can write here 10/12, 15/18, 20/24. What is the ratio of these number? What is the ratio of this number? First of all, what is the ratio of this number? Again, 5 2s are 10 upon 6 2s are 12. Here 5 3s are 15 upon 18, sorry, 6 3s are 18. That means, see here again, 5 4s are 20 upon 5 6 4s are 24. Clear? So see here the ratio is similar. Here we don't know what is that number. Then we should consider that the simplified ratio is 2/3. The simplified ratio is 2/5 here. So we have to consider this multiple is suppose x, and the solution of that x, that gives the given number. Clear? So the same way we have to consider that suppose the given numerator of the rational number is 2x and given denominator of the rational number is 5x. Now by taking simplification we get the ratio 2/5 already. Clear? So this is the ratio of these two, and addition of these two is 66. 2x plus 5x, that is addition is 66. So this is an equation, and the ratio of given two numbers is 2/5. So by simplifying these two, 7x equals to 66. Sorry, the difference between these two number, that means 5x minus 2x, because why we are taking 5x minus 2x instead of 2x minus 5x? The given result is positive. Hence we are taking 5x minus 2x. Clear? So the difference is this. So 5x minus 2x, that is 3x, equals to 66. So x equals to, let me divide by 3 on both sides. Here 22, 3s are 66. So x equals to 22. So now what is that two numbers? Two whole numbers. The first whole number is 2x, that means 2 multiplied by 22, that is 44, and second number is 5x, that is 5 multiplied by 22, 110. Clear? So by taking the ratio of these two, 44 upon 110, we get the ratio 2 by 5, and by adding these two number, subtracting these two number, we get subtraction 66. Both condition is satisfied in this whole number. So the both numbers are this. Clear? So today we have discussed the practical application of this linear equation, where the linear equations are useful, and do some examples of exercise 2.1, 2.2, question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 up to 5. First 5 problems is in your homework. Do it by yourself, and we'll do more problems in next lecture. Thank you.